Hello once again, everybody. This is Industry Giant 2. Welcome back. This is an incredibly old game. I have this on disc from way back when, and there was no way of getting it running on modern operating systems until it came out on Steam. So I grabbed it and it works perfectly fine. So this is another kind of city builder, Transport Fever, Transport Tycoon type game where you transport goods from one place to another. But instead of you just owning the transport company, you own all the factories as well. And you actually make your money when you sell the product, not when you transport the product. So we're going to start with an endless game. No scenario, nothing else like that. Just quick, easy, just getting started basically. So start, money, resources, winning conditions, all easy. Start year as far forward as we can, even though it's back. Leave all those off. Free game. Shall I leave free game on? I'll turn free game off, because that means that we'll actually have to pay for things. But there's no winning conditions. Oh, Jesus. So there's no winning conditions, unlike with the scenarios. So there we go. I can't remember how you pause. There is a way of pausing. Oh, there is indeed a way of pausing. There we go. Right. So it's quite strange, actually. How do you pause? I think we have paused. Yes, there we go. See? Now the cars are moving. Now they're stopped. Right, we're paused. That's fine. So over here you have your mini-map. Isometric. This entire game is isometric. It is not 3D. You got your date down here. Luxury points, which doesn't really matter so much in our game. 10 million. 10 million quid we've got. So we can zoom all the way out to this sort of level. Now, they're all German names. That's interesting. Okay. That's not so bad. So back to the main menu, load and save options. So this is basically your menu down here. You occasionally get little news bulletins pop up here. This is your product help. So this lists all the products you can make. So if we have a look here, we've got textile industry, then has a load of stuff. If you want to make clothes, there you are. If you want to make cars, you've got all sorts of intermediate bits and bobs. Oh, they've got an electric car there now. That is interesting. I didn't notice that before. Ah, that's kind of cool. I didn't notice them in the last time I played. Yeah, so basically you need to sort of either mine the resources, drill for oil, chop down trees, gold mine, which produces silver as well. You've then got various farms and ranches, vineyard, fishing harbour. Those all produce your main resources, which you then sawmill, steelworks, chemical factory, glassworks, paper mill. They produce all these individual intermediate products. So what we need to do is we need to figure out how, what are we going to make? What are we going to make? I would suggest we start fairly small, I would think, with something that we could sell quite a lot of. So we'll go food. The thing with food is, of course, you would need farms, which produces a lot of stuff, but all at once at harvest time that you then have to use up throughout the year. So if we make burgers, all right, that requires one bread and one meat. So we need a farm to produce wheat that we then send probably to food industry to make bread here. And then we've got cattle ranch, which will give us our meat as well as milk, stuff like that. So yes, so those things we can build pretty much anywhere. I would suggest probably starting here, actually. So zoom in. There's a car in the middle of the place. Just click on the ground and you can build. So we'll build a farm. See, build it too close to the city and it has a negative effect on it, so we don't want it too close to the city. So, oh, it's gone. There we go. Farm. We'll put a couple down. A couple of farms and a couple of cattle ranches. And you see our money has been going down. What we need to do then is have some storage. And that storage needs to be in range of everything. So have a nice large storage space. Move that down here a bit, I think. That's perfectly fine. And then what we can do is we need some sort of factory then to make all of that stuff into the products we need. So we go on here. We'll plant wheat, and the same thing here. We've got to get out of this first. But you can see that we seed in April. Of course, it's January right now. Harvest in October. So we're not going to be making any bread at all until October. Crop yield is 40. So we're going to be making 40 from here. And 38 from there. Because you can see when you put the farm down, you see a great big list of stuff. 40 appears to be pretty high. So over here is 34, 39, 30. This obviously isn't particularly good. So we've put this in a very good spot. We've also got more room over here should we need extra stuff. So we can produce 40 wheat pretty much from both of these. That's fine. Storage space, of course, will... I'm not entirely sure what those numbers of 16 are, but there we are. Oh, right, yes, you get 16 in a stack, and that can hold 16 stacks. Right. So over here, we'll set ourselves to meat. That's 5 per month. So we get meat on a monthly basis. Oh, wait, hang on. I think I have to... Yeah, I have to actually apply and not just quit out of the menu. So over here then we go meat. There we go. Now, is there a secondary crop that we can put in that we can harvest before April? Probably not. Cotton, of course, you seed that in June, so that's a bit late because we need October there. June to September, so that's a very short space there. March to August. It's pretty much what it is. I used to do an awful lot of peanut butter in one of my previous playthroughs. Yeah, we'll just go wheat. We'll leave it as wheat. We'll have to speed through time while we wait for that. Next up, we of course will need a food factory to make bread. But the bread we're making, if we put it this side, we can at least keep an eye on things. So bread, if we're going to be running at 100% and paying our staff a decent wage, then that'll produce 6 per month. So, need to get the calculator out for this. So, we're talking about, hold on, we're talking about 40 plus the 38 gives us 78. Now you divide that by 12 for months in the year, and that gives you 6.5. So we will be producing 6.5 wheat per month, but all at once. So that will be just about okay. We'll have a little bit more. We'll have a little bit more bread, a little bit more wheat just sitting around, so we can give people a bit more money and try and boost that up a bit. Oh, 7.5. We'll leave it at that, and then if we get a bit of a surplus, we can boost the salaries, get people working a bit harder, and everything will be fine. So we won't need to build an extra factory. So next up, that just means there's no supplies yet. So next up, of course, we'll need another food factory. And look, it's already selected. So we'll pop another one next to it. And you see the design changes, which is very nice because it means that things don't look all the same. So that will need to take bread and meat at 5 per month. So hang on a second. We're producing 5 per month from there, 4.8 per month from there. So we don't really need both of these, do we? However, we can sell excess meat ourselves. So that's not so much of a problem. We can also sell the bread. But anyway, that's 5 per month. It takes one, produces one. That's all fine. So we should be ready now to get going. Okay, so it's literally just plus, minus, and F12. There we go. See, we've got a lot of meat coming in now. F12 resets it to normal. So we are going to have to do something about all this excess meat. So we're going to pause for a moment now and put down a grocery store because we're going to need somewhere to sell all this stuff. And I have the feeling that our grocery store is industry. Where do I get shops? Oh, shops. There we go. Shops, grocery. Let's come over here and it will show us exactly how much stuff we make. So you can see in the first column, second row, there's meat. So it's 2, 2, 2, 2. So it's based on a season. So here we can sell 2 of each. We can sell 2 meat per month here. So we're probably going to have to look somewhere else as well. Because I'm pointing at the screen. Of course you can't see that. So further down on that side, of course, you can see the burgers. Those are 2 as well. Bread, of course, is 4. So we'll put one there. That's a little bit far away for this storage, so we're going to have to set up a bit of a transport network. Let's see. Is there anywhere that's also near? Not particularly. Well, we're already here, so we'll come down to this place. And we'll see what we can build over here. That's pretty much nothing unless you get really right into the town. It's not really worth it there, is it? Let's see. That looks tiny. That looks fairly big, but that's like right over here. We'd need to build a bridge to get over to this place. Oh, look, we've got... That's import storage space. Who's importing all of that stuff? Yeah, we're definitely going to have to build a bridge across here. So let's get our shop going. Let's put it some... Of course, it's gone. Grocery there. That's also 2s. 1 burger, 3 bread. Put it right in the middle like that. 3 bread. Still 1 burger though. Interesting. Okay, we'll put that there. So we need to put down a storage place within range. We'll put it over. Yeah, put that there. And then we put down a terminal menu for trucks. Just a small one. That's all we need. So we can pop in there. That's all hooked up. Nice. So he's in range of that. That's in range of that. So it'll pass everything towards each other. So we need to make a road now. It's gravel or asphalt? We'll go asphalt. Oh, why is that there? I'm trying to drag it across. Why is it going up there in that way? I don't want it to do that way. I just want to come straight across. Come on, gravel road. Not gravel, asphalt. There, all the way across. Why is it going up there and doing it there? Why can't it come across here? That is really annoying. That is really annoying. Why is it there? Why can't it come off that way? Oh dear. Right, fine. Whatever. From there. Over here. Just build the damn bridge. Look at the state of that. Anyway. It's 2 clicks to build. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll have... we can set one of those for that. And we'll set that to accept nothing except bread. Oh, it's only got 9 slots. Right, that's why the other one said 16. So we'll say... We'll probably have quite a bit of bread. We need meat over there as well, don't we, really? Ah, this is annoying. This is very annoying. Right. 4 bread. 4 burgers. How much meat? Are we sell? Yeah, we are selling meat over here, aren't we? It's 3 each. 3 each. 3 and 3. So there we go. There'll be plenty of space in that. Now we'll set this one to not store anything apart from wheat. Because we're going to need a hell of a lot of room for wheat. There we go. So that will now only hold wheat. That is too far away from the meat, though. That's annoying. That is annoying. Right, okay. We'll just delete this one and put another one in. It's fine. So that can go there. That will hold everything that we need. Oh dear. So nothing. Meat. 3. Bread. 3. And hamburgers. 3. There we go. So this thing will still have lots of meat in it, which we'll process. That's fine. That's all set. Fine. Yes. So it's still August. We'll get time going again. So we've got a bit of time to wait now. So what we need is terminal menu again. Our small truck terminal, which we can plop there. It's in range of this. We need to put down... let's see. That's maximum load of 1. It's 2, 2, 2, 2. God, look at the state of that. It's 96 grand. We'll have that. That looks fine. Just buy the 1. Is that actually buying them? Yes, it is. Right, okay. Oh, Jesus. Right, start again. We want that, yes. Okay. So it starts here. Load with... What are we loading with? We're trying to get rid of excess meat, aren't we? Right, yeah. We'll just set him to take meat for now. And we need to add... See, the problem is I can't scroll left because that's my other screen over there. Click that. That will be all fine. There we go. First modern truck. Come over here. There he is. I want to click on him and follow him. But I can't. But you can clone him. Upgrade him whenever you want. So he's taking the meat over here. It'll get put in here and it'll get sold there. There we are. So that will eventually get sold. So are you selling any of my meat yet? Yes, we are. Look at that. Yes, we are. We're selling meat. That's fine. That's fine. So, yes, we are producing bread. Producing bread because we've got our harvest going. We're filling up with wheat. And we've got our first burgers. We have our first burgers. Bit of bread over there. That's lovely. It's exactly what we want. And we'll speed up time a bit just to get things really going. So that's producing a fair amount of cash. We'll have a look at our cash flow in a minute. How are we doing over here? Got a fair amount of meat piling up over here. So we will eventually have to grab this guy and tell him to switch that one to a burger. We'll let him keep going now. We've got a few burgers piling up. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. We've got a new harvest on the way. How are we doing for supplies over here? We've got plenty of supplies over here. That's lovely indeed. That's producing a fair amount of cash. So the main rule of thumb is the more advanced a product is, so the more steps you need to do in order to produce it. Excuse me, I just hit my microphone. The more money you'll get for it. So this is producing 53 per, I don't know, per week or something like that. There we go. That's doing like 34k per month, it looks like, compared to like meat, which is sort of, oh, there we go. Oh, we are really going fast now. So this is complaining that it's got nowhere to put the meat. Yeah, we are kind of low on the meat right now. We're not using meat quite as much as we need to. Look at all those burgers just sitting there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up a different save now. Okay, everybody, so this is a much more advanced save. I'm making electric cars. So excuse me while I pause and just get my head around exactly where I am right now. The noise is really annoying. The noise is really annoying. For some reason, I've got a load of... Oh, right, no. This is where I'm just storing a load of cars. Am I actually selling them? I don't think so. I think this is just me messing around. So I produce the cars and I just stick them in this storage space over here. That's ridiculous. Right, so basically, we've got all sorts of production going on over here. We've got beams, wire, we've got copper coming out of here, we've got iron coming out of here. Although that's been disabled. Why have I disabled everything? Did I just shut everything down? I think I did. So anyway, why does it get so loud when I zoom in like that? Oh dear, this is going to be a nightmare in the edit. Right, so this takes 2 beams and 1 wire, each train. So proportional probably, back up here. So that requires the beams, that's just steel and copper wire. That requires 3 plastics. That one requires the plastic car body, the tyres and the electric engines. So that requires steel and the rubber. So we've got 2 steel and this one over here. So we've got 2 steel and 1 copper wire being made. So that's what those trains down here are transporting. And then we've got 3 plastic and 1 rubber. So I don't know why it snapped me down there. So that comes all the way over here. So yeah, you can see we've got our little oil drills Our oil drills, our plastic, our rubber, that's all up here. Is there a train up there dealing with that? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I think I know what it is. These, right, yes. These take 2 steel, 1 copper wire from here. They go up to Coburg Central, pick up all the plastics. So they have enough stuff to make 1 car each trip. Right. Okay, so let's get everything started. So you've got iron ore, you've got copper ore, so they'll start producing. We'll start producing the oil up here. I must have set all this up and then decided to just shut everything down and flush the system. So anyway, why does it do that? I scroll down here and then all of a sudden I'm up there. So you can see where, I'll put it on normal time. So you see we've got a fair amount of stuff down here now. He's coming back. He pulls in. He loads up with 2 steel, 1 copper. He's just dumped off. Number 1 is going to keep going. Up here. I'll increase the speed just a little bit. You see we've got the oil and the rubber there. That's built up nicely. So that's got enough for 1 car. Although they're certainly not travelling fast enough, I don't think. I don't have to wait for any resources, so that's fine. And then my truck comes along and picks up the cars when they're produced. There we go, there's one. Let's wait for another. I think we definitely need some more trains to get this production up, don't we? There we go. And he goes there and he just dumps the cars. He just dumps the cars here. Ah, right. You go from Lindsay East to Lindsay South. Lindsay East, Lindsay South. Yes, that's right. So we could, in theory, grab these and take them like down here, because that's a fairly big city. Because Lindsay, there's no way I'm selling cars here. It's just about demand. I could go up to Coburg. That would work. Bluffton, maybe. Should we see? Let's see. So we'll choose a shop. Car dealer. See what happens when we pop that down. Yeah, 1 per month. We'd sell 1 per month here. Up here in Coburg, we would sell... If we can find a space that will allow us. There's nothing there. We could sell tyres. We could have a tyre store, but no. No cars. So yeah, that's probably why I'm just stashing them, to be honest. But anyway, this is a very interesting game. Graphics are incredibly dated. I think there are similar games to this now that have come out much more recently. I can't think of them off the top of my head, though. So yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, see, this is why I've probably shut everything down on this save. Come over here, we'll shut these down as well. We'll just let them filter through. So yeah, very interesting game. I've put a lot of hours into this. There's something satisfying about seeing a storage just fill up with all the things you need. But we definitely need to get resources in quicker, because my my car plants are just hanging around waiting. See, they're all empty. They're all empty now. They're just waiting. Anyway, that's it for today. It's a good game. As I said, there are probably some other games out there where you deliver stuff to factories and the factories make stuff and you deliver them somewhere else. But more where you have control over the factories as well. But anyway, Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.